Man, this is gonna be hard doing this without Chase, but here we go. Well, anyway, you get the point. Henshin, hey everybody, it's Retro Kid Reviews, and a couple of quick announcements before I get to my double review of both my Toku swag, I guess mock Trevor was, from New York Comic Con, and obviously, Kamen Ghost himself. More to the point, I can't believe I'm saying this. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, the fear is very much real. Kamen Rider Forze has an American dub. Well, not really an American dub. An English dub, more to the point. In, I think Singapore and, Eastern countries that have English-speaking, areas. So, for those of you who have pretty much saw this coming, or anyone who knows that I'm not a big Forze fan, yeah, the fear is real. I've seen the episode that got dubbed. I think it was 35. I think they were still in the Zodiart. I think finding the hierarchy of the Zodiarts. Long story short, it's when JK had a podcast. It was not the best episode, and more varying excuses to why Forze had the most spam-botted complete form ever. To make a long story short, he used it for the episode to pretty much finish clearly a filler plot, but gets, I don't know, limited for some stupid reason. Or, I don't know, in this case, JK had to stop him for some reason. I don't know. It's been a long time, and believe me, the subplots were not worth remembering. Anyway, another quick announcement before getting to the reviews themselves. If you're going to be watching this week's Ninja, which I will also be reviewing after this, along with a surprise Nerf review later in the week. Surprisingly, this little cameo just caught my attention, and I'm kind of in a good angle, so I'm gonna zoom right on in. Yeah, that's Koda from Power Rangers Dino Charge, getting assistance from the new Sentai Blue. You may freak your mind out, like I did. I only saw the raw version. It will be subbed, and I will be talking about it. And pretty much my update on how I've been with the Sentai so far, because I haven't actually caught up with a lot of subplots. And it looks like they got a combiner mech on some of their variants. I am aware that they have a battleizer finally, and I think it's shared only with the 6 Rangers, so I'll get into that when I see the episode itself. So with that said, I am going to get into Ghost right now. Kamen Rider Ghost is actually a really good series so far. I'm only 2 episodes in. The 3rd episode is yet to be subtitled in both Nihon and Overtime. From the looks of it, it looks not bad. What's the setup? Well, it turns out, Takayuri... wow, I'm messing up the kid's name. Takayuri, I believe that's the kid's name. He is the youngest, Kamen actor ever and character. He's 18, and on his 18th birthday, he's pretty much, I think, the Kamen equivalent, aside from Takeshi Hongo, of, Batman, at least in the Bruce Wayne money angle, of pretty much having, a bunch of people at his beck and call to pretty much help him out in, like, a assistance angle. Long story short, he and his father were basically ghost hunters. He pretty much inherited the job when his dad died, and was trying to train up to learn legendary warrior status of like everyone's histories and stuff like that. To I guess segue into my belt here, the surprise feature set did also come with a ghost icon, the Newton ghost icon. To be fair, as of this recording, it's not on the show yet. It's the 4th ghost icon. Here is also the QRL code if you're going to use it for the smartphone app if you live in the countries that have it. My country does not, because we do not have the show. And there it is right there. For a first glance of the ghost icon, it looks a lot like Switches, again, akin to Forze, but it's not bad. It's a good gimmick. You can pretty much fix up the plastic any way you want. It's casted really well. The clear coats are pretty much meant for the eyeball effect, especially for the folding, I guess, mesh, paper mache. I'm not sure. I'm pretty sure it's not paper mache, but it looks good. It's glossed up pretty well on the stickering for Newton, who has yet to be shown in this one. I believe Newton is the blue coat. Brown coat, blue coat. Sorry. I'm a bit of a Firefly fan. Not too much, just want to put it out there. The red coat behind him is his first warrior he found. Now, how exactly did Takahiro, again, sorry if I'm messing up the kid's name, get these ghost icons and pretty much will become this rider? Dude kinda died. Yeah, in the first episode, he pretty much dies and has to have pretty much a elongated loophole getting back his life. Over the course of 99 days, hopefully, if they keep their word in the series, which they do in episode 2, more on that in a minute, it will allow him to get 15 warriors. If he doesn't get the 15 warriors and over the course of 99 days, he's staying dead. Now, my best guess, there might be legendary heroes along the way that might give him extensions to help him out. That was my theory coming in, and that theory might still hold. Again, I can't see every single toy scans yet on both him and his secondary writer, Spectre, I think that's his name. I think that's the title of another Bond movie, I don't know. This electric one over here is Edison, which was the segue into episode 2. Which is where I'm going to explain the big majority of the secondary cast. As much as I would love to, in episode 1, you do not get his opening theme and his opening as a whole. It was mainly more story-driven, was pretty much giving you the plot of Ghost as a whole. And as a first episode, it got the situation, got you what you needed to know about the character and the writer as a whole. And I recommend any Kamen first episode if you want to take it or leave it with any writer. Just, as it is. Episode 2, however, is where you get a full-on episode if you're going to stay, if you're a long-timer like me. Anyway, the theme itself was actually not bad. It was very upbeat, kind of, well, since he's going to be a young kid, writer kind of makes sense. His title credits reminded me heavily, if you can believe that, with Kuga, and I think I'm not the first person that said that either, so that's probably a good thing. His monk monastery, yeah, that's pretty much his secondary cast, and his female secondary character, yeah, she's not a monk, she's actually, I guess, the Egon of the bunch who thinks there's a logical explanation to everything. Yeah, lady, there really isn't. I'm only like 2 episodes into her, and I can already tell she's gonna be the most annoying. Yeah, I thought the bald guy that thinks that he's like undermining his like newbie, like, no, this is unacceptable. Like, yeah, that guy, yeah, he's getting the O's level ham, and I'm loving that already. But no, it's gonna be the lady. I'm not being sexist. I'm just saying, like, just admit that there's ghosts in your show and that your best friend just became a common freaking ghost-themed writer. Rant over. Getting back on point, more to the point, the theme was basically, in episode 2, was that they were trying to find, like I said, Thomas Edison, another warrior. The first warrior he found in episode 1 was a master swordsman in the Edo period. I don't know the name off the top of my head. The cool part is, for the subtitles in both Overtime and TV Nihon, is that they did subtitle the factoids for the kids. So I would pause that if I'm watching that, if you're watching that, to be honest with you. If you know a guy like Edison or Newton coming up, because, history and whatever, but unless you're from another country, do it if you have to. They had this weird mad scientist looking guy, not like Rick and Morty, but more like Doc Brown, pretty much explaining, I'm gonna make this crazy superconductor because I love Edison. Like, oh good lord. And surprisingly, Takahiro pretty much lost his mind, saying, you do not sacrifice your life. No one should. You do not have the right. And like, he's really keen on that, because I guess it makes sense, because he lost his life and he doesn't want anybody else to do it. And I guess now, as this newly established writer, I guess he's going to be more preserving a life focus than I guess any writer before him, which might be it's a good optimistic view. I mean, there've been some optimistic writers, Gaim, Drive last season, um, Kuga definitely, and I love having optimistic writers. They're the best ones in my opinion, because the more optimistic ones are the ones that can say I can literally do the impossible. I just gotta believe in myself. I gotta believe in my friends. But the ones that screw the pooch on it, and is it's only Forza so far. I don't know if there's any others, but to me, I really think Forza was the one that was too optimistic. To me, he oversold it to me. I'm just saying, yeah, I don't want to look. I don't want to look, but you get the point. So yeah, the rest of the theme of the show is that he's also going to have a ghost friend who's basically to assist him the whole way on how to pretty much establish how his belt works, how his powers are going to work, and how ghostly he really is. Same with this old wise man kind of character, so best guess he's not going to betray him. He's really going to help him. He's not like a white wizard or anything like that, because that probably would have been mysteriously inputted. There are two other characters who might be villains later on. I don't know their names yet. Until I do, I'll probably make another episode on that. So overall, I gotta get to these shift cars, but overall for these first two episodes, they're not bad. They're great. A great starting point for this character. He's a very young writer, and it could definitely show. And I don't know. It's not a bad angle. I mean, having a spiritual magic based, or any in this case ghost themed, is very nice. It's very welcome. I'm not against it. Don't worry. There might be previews later on to his movie war that I will do Toku news on. So with that said, let's get on to part 2 of this review, the surprised future set. See you in a bit. And welcome back to the set, and since you've already seen the ghost icon, since I don't have the belt, we'll go back to focusing mainly on I believe this is the future Dead Heat fusion. And I think these are the two writers of the movie. It's double-sided, so I don't know which one of them. One of them is going to be mock cues, and the other one's going to have its own sound effects. So I'm going to do this real quick to finish the video. Okay, I'm going to start with Dead Heat. Future Henshin. Why not? Oh. It's a little hard at first, and hell, trying to get in on camera. Yeah, it's a Cho Dead Heat. Oh, card for the orientation, and also card prior in my ghost review for the music video and anything I might have missed. What I did with the mock belt. So basically, I'm just gonna skip the 4 tries. Yeah, it's not bad. Uh-oh. Yeah, this is the future mock. So yeah, that's the future mock. So basically, I'm not gonna go through all the power-ups. I'm just gonna do one more to prove that it pretty much is it. Alright, so I'm gonna flip this around for the other guy. I think that's like that with a lot of other shift cars that Shinosuke's belt had in the prior series, but who knows? Here we go. Except for that song cue, I don't really know. I have a call, give me a minute. Sorry about that, answering machine, or like one of those, things, I don't know. Anyway, my summary, for the belt. It's not a bad looking belt, gotta stop having these phones coming in my videos, I'm sorry about that, for real. Back to action. These are not bad belt, accessories, they're good for the movie. I've yet to see it, subtitled, but when I do, I'll probably have a, I guess, future card for it to go along with the future puns. Enough with the puns. Whoa! Toku, did you just cosplay as Zeto? No! I am Kamen Rider Zeto. And Barry told me that you cosplayed as me the other week. Yeah, hi. I got a long, burning question. Oh, and, I'm Retro Kid Reviews. I might as well close out the video with this. Are you Showa or Heisei? Heisei. I'm totally Showa. Yes! I was right! Ow! That's a nice rider kick. And I am Kamen Rider Zo. And I am not a Zeto! I hate it when people always mispronounce me! Wow, that's gonna be interesting. Anyway, take care, guys. Enjoy, Kamen Ghost. This is gonna be hard to pronounce a lot of names, but hey, it's a work in progress. It's a new Kamen series. It's gonna happen like that. Enjoy my future review on Ninja episode 34, and if I really wanna, which I'm really not gonna, the ungodly horror that is the friggin' Forze dub. If you really want to see it, card for that. I really don't wanna, but just no. No.